This church began because God called me to plant it. I was not expecting to plant another church. I had planted one many years ago, went to my first church. But when I came back to my mother's hometown, I felt God burdened me heavily to plant a church here in Navasota. And so I did, 20 years, and I'm still here. It's amazing what God does. If I didn't start it when He told me to start it, I wouldn't be here today. What am I saying? At that point in time, we first met at the high school for 2 months, May and June. And we're told we couldn't be back in the school. Not because we did anything wrong, it's just it didn't work in their plans. And we looked for a place to meet, and my guys kept on saying, well, what about that red barn on Highway 105? I said, I know about that red barn. It's owned by my Aunt Joanne Smith. And so they said, well, go talk to her. Let's buy it. Now, mind you, we just started the church and we didn't have any money in the bank. But I went ahead and talked to her. We made an agreement for her to carry the note and our down payment. And lo and behold, she did the deal. And so that gave us a place to stand. We spent 2 years remodeling the barn, but we're meeting in the barn during the remodeling because we had no place else to meet. And it wound up being a very beautiful worship center. But had we not done it then, my aunt was getting ready to remarry. Her first husband, my uncle, had passed away, Alton Smith, and she was going to marry Harold Urbanowski. Harold told me 3 years later, he said, Max, I love you, I respect everything you're doing, but I would have talked Joanne out of selling the church the property because I know that property's going to go way up in value. But I'm happy she did. And so if we hadn't acted then, and that August they got married when we purchased it. It was that close. Had we waited, we wouldn't have been here. But we were at 105, just near Highway 6, when we bought the barn with the house on it for 10.5 acres. But while I was 4 years ago, when I was recovering from a heart attack, an old friend from First Baptist Church of Houston, we were there in the skills department 40 years ago, and he calls me and says, are you still preaching, Max? I said, yeah, I'm still preaching. I'm just recovering. He said, well, I represent HEB and we want to buy your church's property. And I told him, we've been praying for a new building for 10 years. The barn was great, but we needed fresh buildings. And if we can make the right deal, we'll do it. We made the right deal. And here we are in this 6 acres. Yes, it's less acres, but we are on the feeder of Highway 6. Instead of 105 trying to dodge cars driving 70 miles an hour to get into the church. So it's a much safer location and really a more high visible location now. What we're seeing in Navasota, when I first came, there was very little growth in the area. Right now this doesn't seem much for a major metropolitan area, but our rooftops are dramatically increasing. On opposite the main part of town, there's a new subdivision going in with 400 houses. Now, they'll be in multiple phases, but the land's bought and the building is beginning. And also in the last 5 years, they built Pecan Lakes, another subdivision, which has dramatically increased the number of rooftops, which means more people in town. So we are right in a high visible location on Highway 6 on the feeder where people can find us, easily access us, and we'll be able to reach way more people to Christ than we ever thought we could. Pray that we can continue to reach more people here. That's the key. You've got to reach people, and God's bringing them here, and that's what our focus is doing. We can help each other. We know we're not alone. Like when I had my heart attack, I called Steve and said, Steve, I can't preach, I don't have an associate. And you had men preaching for me, even though I couldn't. That just shouted out how important the association is. We're here for each other and we care. don't be so anxious. Trust God every day. Don't fret all the crazy details. Focus on your main mission and let God open doors you think are closed.